Hey YouTube land, wanted to come share some information with you today. So there was a question that was asked on my YouTube channel about how do you get contracted by a park. The question was asked by Aislinn Grace 776, I believe it is. And so thank you for your question. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. A lot's been going on. I kind of had surgery in my mouth and just a lot of things. I started going back to school. So anyhow, thank you guys for being patient and still sticking with the channel. I appreciate it. So this video is it's for anybody, right? Of course, but mainly for new painters. I'm going to give you some tips here. I've been doing this probably almost 18 years. So just going to share a little bit of my knowledge here with you guys. So my story about getting contracted with this public park was I got passed a gig and by my friend Diana. And so I did this gig and it was in an hourly rate. It was kind of like a free to the public event. And so it was really great. The tips were okay and it was a good day. Then after that, doing birthday gigs and things like that, I thought, man, I really need something more steady. And I thought, how can I do that? And so I remembered, the park, and I thought, what if I try being there Saturday, Sunday? It's downtown in my city, which is like a big tourist place. People come see the Alamo and things like that. So I thought, what's the harm? Why not try? So, because birthday parties are kind of hard to get, right? Like, you get one or two if you're lucky in the same weekend. It wasn't enough for me. I needed full time. And I didn't want to work a regular job. Oh, God. No. I like painting. So anyhow, so I tried it and it was a good start. And sometimes there are slow days and sometimes there are fabulous days and in between days. And so last year, I think I've been doing that for 2 years now. Okay. So apparently it's working for me and I'm happy there. Let's see. Last year was really good, and then this year's even better because the weather has been better. So where I live in Texas, the weather just it's super bipolar. So today's 49 degrees, the weekend's probably going to be 80 and humid. It's just so weird. Anyway, and we're in springtime. Yeah. So my advice to you would be, if you have a city nearby or there's like a lot of tourism, a place that you've gone and taken your kiddos or grandkiddos, and there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of children, public play park, things like that, go ahead and email them. Look up the place, email them, and ask them, hey, I'm a face painter. Go ahead and send like a photo or two of your best work and let them know, I would love to set up for you. I typically tell people there are two options. One option is, this is my hourly rate, and then it would be free your guests for X amount of hours. And then the other option is, of course, I charge your guests. And this can be anywhere from, I give them, the least to the highest amount. And so my face paintings here are typically anywhere from $5 up to $25, $30. It just depends what they want. So usually the most popular ones are $5, $10, $15, $20 even. So it's there. But if you're working the booth by yourself, and you're paying the booth fee, then I don't see anything wrong with charging $5 for something that takes me 10 seconds, like glitter or a rainbow. Like those are super crazy fast, like less than a minute. You just made $5. And if a parent has like 5 kids, that's $25. You know what I'm saying? Wait, 5, 20, yeah, 25. So math, Lily. Anyway, yeah, that's what I recommend. Emailing them, sending your work, and then offering those two options and seeing which one, they're willing to go for. I got really fortunate that they like me at the park. I built relationships with the marketing director as well as the employees there that helped me. They set up the booth for me. Like, you know, there was a whole like talk about how we're going to do it. And so I'm really happy where I am. Absolutely happy. And it's enough, you know, it's in my opinion, working there every Saturday, Sunday, with the exception of 1 or 2 days where they tell me, you know, there's a private thing going on. I can't be there. That's fine. It's a living wage. It's a good living wage for me and my daughter. And so, it's great. You know, we live a pretty good life. I rent this little house. I just got a car. Finance. I'm not like dropping G's or anything. You know, it's a good living wage. And so it's enough for me. Do I do birthday parties? Yeah, sometimes I do. I did an event at a pool place. It was an all-day thing, paid per hour. It was wonderful. You know, sometimes I'll do those events if they're enough for me, if I think that, you know, it's better. So, that it's going to be better for me for whatever reason. Luckily, I was indoors, so I was happy because it was like crazy hot that day. But, anyhow, so that's what I recommend. Also try like car dealerships. They have a lot of customer appreciation days. I said, send a picture or two of your work. Be super humble. Building relationships is so important in this business. I really feel like you're almost selling yourself. You know, before the face painting, you're selling your personality. You're selling, you know, yourself. And so definitely be very personable, you know, be open to conversation and discussion and things like that. And be there. Like, I hear so many times that, oh, well, my face painter said they couldn't make it last minute. I think that's like a way to like hang yourself. It's so bad. It sounds so terrible to let somebody hang like that. What I recommend, and if I cannot make a certain event for whatever reason, I will find a replacement and then say, hey, you know, can you make it, girl? And she's like, yes, if I'm lucky. And then tell the client. So, that's always going to be really awesome, is having a replacement instead of you just like ducking out on them. You know, that's always good. So having that replacement, makes you look, you know, professional and lets your client know like, hey, I have you in mind. I'm not just going to let you hang. So that's one tip. Another one I would say, gosh, I had notes. I promise I had notes. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, are these it? Oh, please be it. Oh, please be my notes. Oh, these are my notes. Okay. We did, let's see, contracts. We did those two. Sorry. Oh, one thing I will add is if you're brand new, I would not do a flea market unless they have a ton of people in attendance. By a ton, I mean like over 10, 20,000. That's like rock concert. And they have children. So a lot of events, like I think I'm going to talk about that. So some events will ask you, hey, can you come paint for my event? And I normally ask, you know, okay, I would love to. What's your attendance look like? You know, what's your guest count? And so if it is over about 10,000 people, yes, I would say yeah. Because typically you want to guesstimate, right? Guesstimate that you're going to paint probably 10% of whatever the attendance is. And then you have to think about, are there children there as well, not just adults? Because some events are like people are drinking and there's hardly any kiddos, right? I don't like face painting at events that go into the night because people do drink and they act silly. And I've had people spill their drinks in my kit and it makes me crazy. So I make it a point to leave the premises once the sun is gone. That just saves me a lot of headache. To each his own. If you can handle drunk people, that's cool. I don't even want to deal with them. Not at all. I'm not a babysitter. Anyway, so I would say, yeah, if it's over 10,000 people, you should be good. Guesstimate that you're going to paint 10%, like I said, and then you'll be all right. So, and then also check out their social media for those events that ask you to paint for them. See, you know, their counts, see the pictures, the photography they have there. Is it a lot of adults? Are there a bunch of children there? Are they already face painted? Like, if an event doesn't have a face painter that's been doing it a few years, it's probably because the face painter didn't do well. So do your research on those events that they ask you to do. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your time, effort, expenses doing an event where you're not going to make, you know, you're going to make 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200. Like, come on. We're worth more than that. So, you're worth more than that. Believe it. And then what else? The other place I'm contracted by, I am fortunate by this particular small city, and their employees are wonderful. They take care of me all the time. I do all of their public events, and even though it's only like 2 hours, I want to keep that business with them. So it's every holiday, throughout the year, and then also they have like a few giant festivals. I was eating these. I should have had water. Anyway, so they have festivals that are really lucrative for me. So I do incredibly well that day. And I definitely want to keep, keep that good rapport with them. So definitely always keep a good relationship. Business relationships are important. Make sure these marketing directors or people that run these events, make sure that they, trust you, build that relationship so that, keep communication open, things like that. Always be humble, always be kind. All those things are going to matter. So you can make this, you can make face painting a career. I do take care of, my daughter and myself on this income. So I rent this little house and it's in a great neighborhood. And I just bought a vehicle. It's great. So I was able to get the vehicle I needed because my old one was like, whew, Lord have mercy. Like she had her run. She's done. So anyway, so yeah, so hopefully some of these tips helped you guys. If you stayed within the whole video, I super appreciate it. Stay tuned for more stuff. And yeah, so I do apologize. I was, throwing out a video every week. It's gotten a little tougher with going back. And like I said, I had to go out of the country to get my teeth worked on because here prices are madness. So anyhow, if you have questions, leave them in the comments, message me directly. You can find me on social media, Santoya Body Art on Instagram and Facebook, Lily Santoya, Lily. And my business page is Sparrow Face Painting on Facebook. It's kind of like slower paced because I typically stick to that park. So I don't really do too many birthday parties anymore, but so that means I don't really need to advertise anymore also. So pros. But anyhow, y'all keep painting. Do not give up on your dream. If this is what you love, do it. Believe me, this is like, it's such a great job, and it's instant satisfaction. You paint the kiddo, they look in the mirror, they love themselves, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You make kids happy, and it's unlike anything else. So anyway, keep painting. Don't give up, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.